Hello, welcome to this update. Following up on, we have some of the monthly data for May in, not all of it, but we'll go over that. But I want to just talk a little more about the smoke because it's already here. The smoke is already here. Hazy skies, very noticeable when the clouds broke late this evening here before sunset. You can see clearly the haze and the orangish look of the sun in these photos here. Um, so the smoke's here, and I don't think we're gonna. Unfortunately, the Aurora. I don't think we're gonna see any of it. It was very oriented toward the west, to the western United States. Got it, and looks like the same thing will happen tonight. You can see how it kind of expands. It gets to that side a little bit. It goes into the red there, but for us, I mean, it wasn't an X-class flare. It just wasn't powerful enough. Timing was off, so I don't think we're going to get a look at the Aurora, unfortunately, tonight. It's looking rather unlikely. Between that and then we got all the smoke around, which is worse than the models were showing. So I'll show you what it looked like here. We'll go take a look at it before sunset, and you can see here the smoke, the curl of smoke. This is the trough, so there is clear sky over here, but there's clouds. And you can see the smoke, the curl of smoke that we have. That is over us right now. That's pretty thick. Most of it's aloft, but definitely is affecting the sky, making it look quite hazy. If we go to the CONUS view, right before sunset, you can clearly see. And there's the smoke, and you can see it's pretty thick. There's just this little area of clearer skies over here, and maybe there's a little bit of a bubble over here that maybe we can get into tomorrow. But I'm really having my doubts we're going to see a nice blue sky tomorrow. I'm really having my doubts now, which is why I'm back here. But first, let's go and talk about the May climate card. All right, so this is just an overview. We'll get into more specifics when the data comes out in a few days. Hopefully by then they'll have it, but you can see that a lot of the sites are still above normal for the month. Islip was 1.9 degrees above normal, despite the later part of it being chilly. 10th warmest on record. 4.67 inches of rain. That's 142% of normal. So 12th wettest. And then Central Park was a little below normal, 0.9 degrees. So it's interesting. Central Park and LaGuardia were below normal. Everybody else was above normal. The biggest anomaly being in Kennedy. 62.6 degrees above, which is 2.1 degrees above normal. And look at the rainfall at Central Park, 6.58 inches. That's 15th wettest on record. Now, if we go look at the spring climate card, they also have this up here. Spring also above normal at almost all our sites, climatological spring. All above normal. And Islip, 3.4 degrees above normal. Third warmest on record at Islip. And in Kennedy, 3.7 degrees above normal. This is quite an anomaly here for quite warmer than normal. And our precipitation varies. Most sites were close to normal for precipitation because you got to remember the beginning of the spring was dry, and then May turned out to be a lot wetter. So let's just go over to these models here and talk about the smoke. No, don't have the 0Z. I guess I don't have the 0Z. The 21Z goes. No, I think I have to go to the 18Z if we want to go further out. So this is the 18Z vertically integrated smoke on the HRRR. So I'll show you this one first. You can see there's like a little bubble of clear air in the morning, but then as the day goes on, you start seeing things, a slight haze. And then we get into this thicker stuff. That's going to be coming in as we get into Tuesday. And that's going to be pretty thick. So it's going to get quite hazy when that comes in. We'll go and we'll look at the near surface smoke as well, because I think some of that might get near the surface as well. And most of it's aloft right now, but you can see how it's kind of getting a little closer to the surface as it moves, as we get toward later in the week, Tuesday, perhaps. That's one model. Now I'll go to the RAP, which is the other one. RAP is different, longer runs. I think, yeah, the 21Z is longer. So this is the Canadian one. So this will show it's Canada. This will show the whole North America, which I kind of like, even though it's lower resolution. You can see that little bubble maybe tomorrow, and then Tuesday it's going to start coming in thicker. You can see it's just plenty of smoke all around. So if you want blue skies, maybe out in Flagstaff, maybe. But the smoke's pretty much affecting the whole country east of the Rockies, pretty much. And let's go to the near surface smoke. So you can see how it's kind of off to the west, and I think that's going to eventually be moving into our area and creating some worsening air quality. So I'm really not too optimistic because, I mean, this is Lamota's satellite, and you can see here all the smoke. Again, there's like a little streak of smoke here, maybe a little bit of blue sky here. There's still some haze around, so as far as a nice blue sky, I don't see it. I just don't see it, unfortunately. You can see the smoke across much of the country, unfortunately. So if you're hoping for a nice blue sky, I'm sorry, it does not look like we're going to see one anytime soon at this point. Best chances for tomorrow, but I still think it's going to be a little hazy, and then the conditions are just going to get worse down the line. So we'll see what happens. I'll be back later this week as the wildfire smoke probably, if not tomorrow night, maybe Tuesday night, and we'll have some more information on how bad it's going to get, but I think it's going to get a lot worse than this is just the beginning of it. You can see, look at all these fires burning here in you have Manitoba. Actually, is that one in Ontario now? It looks like one in Ontario. Yep, we have a fire now in Ontario as well. So it seems like most of the provinces are being affected by these fires in Canada. So this is only the beginning, man. This is only the beginning. Anyway, that's it. Good night.